I'm still annoyed with this person.
Really? Extremely low texture quality and jagged edges on these 3D models is supposed to be an art style? If so, it's the worst art style I've ever seen.
Worst art style I've ever seen. Okay, if you're saying that, then you must think that video games are more of a medium than an art form.
In terms of color variety and how vibrant the game looks, yeah, that's part of the art style. But technical graphical shortcomings isn't an art style, it's a limitation. You can see where the overall art direction is trying to go, but with these shoddy looking graphics, I don't think it'll ever reach the potential Game Freak is hoping for. Okay, name me a time where a Pokemon game from E3 drastically changed in quality before the release of the game. Because to my knowledge, that's never really happened before. What we see here is what I sadly think we're getting. Early gameplay is released for us to judge, so that's what I'm doing. Judging. You're all fair to have your own judgments of these games, but don't shut down either side of the argument. We're all free to our thoughts.
That's what you're doing right here in this fucking video. Yeah, that's good.
So, they've been working on the game since the development of Sun and Moon finished, which was 2016. That's 3 years they've had to develop this game, and yet it seems to lack polish? You know what game only took 4 years to make? Breath of the Wild.
Yes, but it was also the game on the Wii before Breath of the Wild was scrapped to make this game.
Yes, there were around 300 people working on this game at once, but it's also a game that I'm betting is at least 3 times the size of Sword and Shield. The size of the game isn't my argument though. It's the polish of the graphics that's my main concern. 3 years is plenty of time to make sure the game is looking great. Yet it seems like they've barely scratched the surface on polishing everything up. Game Freak have a much smaller game to work with, but yet they still can't get the graphics right. How much time do they need? 6 years? 7 years? No. What they need is new people. That's all.
So, if you're saying new people will fix everything, then that's pretty much saying the new generation will fix climate change, which I don't think they really will, mate.
All new people to handle the work they clearly can't achieve. If the game looked more impressive, it'd attract a lot more people, leading to more sales and making their investment in hiring new people completely justified.
Completely justified. Oh wow, justification. People throw that term quite a lot. So let's quickly look up the dictionary. Don't ask. Okay, here we go. Justification. The action of showing something to be right or reasonable. Good reason for something that exists or has to be done. It does sort of work, I will agree, but still a little bit, you know, annoying. So let's just continue watching this car crash on a video.
Why don't they do it? Why? And if time constraints is a defense of the game, are you advocating a rushed game? I don't have to bring
Yes, I am sort of advocating a rushed game, good sir.
up the Miyamoto quote again to tell you that that just isn't right. If
Miyamoto isn't directing it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, nothing that looks really, you know.
the game looks rushed, delay it. People will say that the games need to line
Delay it when most of the Pokemon games are out for the holidays. Yes, to increase sales, but it's also out by the holidays to, you know, so people have time to finish it for about, you know, say a speedrunner, for about a few days, and for maybe a kid, a few months until next Pokemon game comes out.
up with the anime and trading card game, but they never really have to begin with. The game's